Hello and welcome to Rawslowgaming and our Let's Play series here in Football Manager 2019 with Bath City Football Club. We're currently in our third season and first season in Vanra National League, and we are just in the finishing stages, and we are definitely in the relegation fight here, trying to stay away from it really. And we will have our youth intake here, so let's check that out and see if there is any interesting player. So Clifton here seems to actually have a pretty decent potential, definitely potential to be better than our current players if we're believing in this report here. And so that could actually be very interesting for us. So let's hope that he develops well. And then we have Phillips and Watson that I want us to look at, and not really anything special there. So next game coming up here is against Wellstone at home, which should be a not too tough game and hopefully a decent win. And that would definitely help us to stay more clear from the relegation zone, and would be quite key. We had Wellstone with us in Vanra National League South last season, and they were champions and got promoted together with us. And in the season preview, at least we had lower odds to win the title than they had, but somehow they are at 7th place in the league, so don't really know what's happened there along the way, but they certainly are doing good for themselves. But anyway, but as we go towards the match, our team selection, we'll do this team instruction to add though first from our pre-match tactical advice from our assistant manager Jim Rollo. But anyway, as I said, as we go to the team selection, remember to smash that like button if you enjoy the content that we bring to you here, and also do leave a comment just about anything if you have any thoughts, anything like that, and I'll read everything, and the most important and not important, most informative and positive comment will get pinned, just so you know. So according to the bookmakers, we are slight underdogs for the upcoming game. We have several players that are unhappy with the dressing room atmosphere. Let's address that. We'll go with the last option here, and that they should concentrate on your football. And that was productive. Didn't really improve the morale of the players, but it was productive and nonetheless. And also, if you haven't also yet and you enjoy the content, remember to hit that subscribe button as well, so you're sure to not miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily, especially if you hit that notification bell. And we'll go to the team selection now here. So our youth candidates beat our under 18s team, which is good. That should mean that we are having a stronger batch, so to say, this time around. So we have quite a few players that are pretty tired here, but none that is too bad. We have Gray here at 86, Markanday at 86 as well, and Brandt at 87. But I think they all right to play here in the next match, since they are really our best players, and I don't really want to switch any of them out. So let's go to the match here. We'll just play this match and hope that we can perform as we should here. The first highlight here in the 3rd minute, kickoff from our keeper, but the ball to Wellstone, and Wellstone here on the right hand corner, and it's into the center, and it's headed and it's saved by our keeper there. Very important save there by Barrett. It wasn't that dangerous of a chance actually, but good save nonetheless. The actual chance may become here. Adloy with a power shot and saved by the keeper there as well. So definitely our chance looked more dangerous than their chance, I would say. And Stewart here with the corner. Maybe we can make something happen here as well. Now only headed out, and the ball to Markanday here. And the highlight is over. So as you see, it's very close here in the bottom of the field. So a win here would definitely be extremely good. And that's a goal here for Bath City, making the lead 1-0 for Bath City. And a pretty good start here with a goal in the 22nd minute. And that moves us quite a lot up in the league, as you see. So hopefully we can keep this up. So we have around 5 minutes to go in the second half, or the first half. First we have a highlight here from Wellstone. It should look like it at least, but we have a counter-attack here going on for Bath City. Gray here on the left hand corner with a stride of a through ball towards Adelaide, but it failed, so it's actually Wellstone here getting a chance, and it's a goal for Wellstone, unfortunately making it all equal 1-1 for Bath City versus Wellstone. So a little bit unlucky of sorts, I would say here, and yeah, I don't know. This is so strange. Sometimes you see it like that, 3 players marking trying to mark one player. Yeah, and that would not really happen in real life that much, I'd think. But anyway, so after one half, the scoreline 1-1 for Bath City versus Wellstone. Shots 2-9, shots on target 2-4, possession 48-52%. So we certainly haven't had the best of games. The scoreline is all right, but the stats here aren't that much all right. We have lost possession a lot and struggled for possession in opposition's half here, if we were looking at the team analysis, while Wellstone all have good team analysis. So let's see here on the ratings of our players. So we have quite a few players here that are doing very poorly, so we'll go with the assertive, and that they are not doing good enough. On all players here doing 6.3 or lower. And all getting good effects there, and some spillover to Paxman here. So we'll hope that they can do better here in the second half, or else we'll do substitutions really early here. If we see anyone hitting 6.1, I will definitely try to do a substitution as soon as possible. So that doesn't really seem to be the case here, but we approach our 60-minute mark here, but we do get a highlight here in the 63rd minute, so let's check that out first, and we'll do substitution after that. So the ball here in the defensive half to Stewart, and it's a through ball to Adloy versus the keeper, but it's saved by the keeper. So Stewart with the corner here, I would guess. Yes, Stewart with the corner. So let's see if this is a chance. Now only headed out by the defense, unfortunately. But a throw in from Brunt here shortly thereafter. And unfortunately it's, well, to Wellstone, but we are dispossessing Wellstone and they dispossess us, unfortunately. But the ball back to Paxman in the middle, and Markanday here on the right hand side to merge a long ball through that is dispossessed or intercepted by Wellstone, and this is a counter attack, maybe, no. So the ball all the way to our keeper here in our keeper hands, rolls the ball out to our defense and up towards Markanday, passes back to our defenders, and the ball going back and forth here again, and now it's Wellstone versus our keeper, and it's a goal for Wellstone here, unfortunately making it 1-2 for Bassett versus Wellstone, and we need now to go to positive mentality here. Now we'll also make substitution and also start shouting, show some passion here. Really well struck goal there, very much in the top corner, so very good performance there, and we have Tavares to blame for that goal. I see we had a terrible rating here. We have Bront here also with a very poor rating, so we'll go in with Oliver and we'll change Eloy's position to deep playing forward. And we'll go with show some passion here. And we get the highlight for Wellstone again, and it's another goal here for Wellstone, unfortunately making the scoreline 1-3, but it won't count. It was offside, so that's lucky for us. We still have a chance. Highlight for Bass here in the 75th minute. Free kick from Stewart, and I had it just over the bar, unfortunately. I'll keep shouting, show some passion here. And probably the last chance of the match or highlight in the 90 minute here. Markanday with the ball, and it's a goal for Bass City here, making that all important equalizer. The scoreline now 2-2 for Bass City versus Wellstone, and we'll go back down to a cautious mentality here. So a lot more offensive than very defensive, but still quite defensive mentality. And we do get the highlight here in the 91st minute, unfortunately, I'd say, since it's Wellstone with the ball. But it's cleared by our keeper there, pretty good, and should be the end of that highlight if it's not counter-attacks here for Bass City, which looks to be at Loy versus the keeper. Can he score? No, it's just outside of the post. Oh, what if that would have gone in? That would have been so good. And this will be the highlight for the final whistle here any second. Can't think of nothing else since this is the 96th minute, and we should have had 3 minutes of extra time. So we are now actually even 3 more minutes of extra time, and that is the final whistle. So the final scoreline 2-2 for Bass City versus Wellstone. Shots 6-15, shots on target 4-8, possession 53-47%. So overall, pretty decent game in them, I would say. Once again, our defenders though not doing the greatest of job, especially there with Tavares that were to blame for one or both goals, I guess. Since he did only get a 5.7 rating there for that game, which is not the greatest. So we'll definitely, no matter what here in April, start looking for replacement in all positions, or to strengthen the team really in all positions. We had pretty poor attendance here as well with 864. And I'd allow it out for 1 to 2 days, so that's all right. And Stewart will be praised for his performance last match. And we'll actually take a look here at average attendance. So we are just over 1,000 in average attendance, but we are 22nd in the league with that attendance. So very, very poorly there, but hopefully we can improve that throughout next season at least. We'll just not comment here on the press asking us questions. So coming up, we have a game that should be easier against Torquay, who are just a point up or two on us, who are 17th in the league, and that will be a home game as well, which is very, very good. So hopefully we can make something great happen out of next game as well. So just move forward towards the team selection, and we'll see if we maybe take Tavares out of the team and let Hayden play with Candy or Batten. So closing in on the match day here. So we got some pre-match tactical advice and nothing really special here. We get a suggestion to drop Tavares for Candy, so let's drop Tavares for Candy then. And according to the bookmakers here, in the upcoming game, we are slight underdogs versus Torquay. And we have some scouting meeting here and nothing good out of that. And last week average training rating was 707, so pretty poor training week here. So nothing really special to say there, but we'll criticize Hayden here. Nothing more really there to say. We should be seeing, I don't know what we should, but we will be going to the match here. And as I said, hopefully this will be a decent game here. We are not that far away from 15th place, so there's that there are a lot of teams that could end up in relegation here. If we're just playing decently, we should have a pretty good chance here. So I think we'll switch out Tavares for Candy. Or we'll switch out Tavares for Batten actually, since Batten are more match, or having a better match sharpness here. Other than that, I don't think we'll do any more changes. We'll take a look here on the current ability here, as Tavares being the best players of our defenders, but only being a leading player for Valorant National League South North, so not really good enough, and I guess that goes for most of our players. But yeah, hopefully we can make some good findings in the transfer markets here between seasons, and also pick up some good loans for us from West Brom. But that is after the season. For now, let's concentrate here on this match against Torquay. So a highlight here in the 4th minute. Gray with the ball on the left-hand side, passes to Genovese, and to the midfield to Stewart, to Paxman, and back towards Stewart, but it's a bad pass and cut out from the opposition. So we have the ball all the way back to our keeper, pass up to Genovese on the left, and to Paxman, to Gray on the left-hand side. And back and forth there again to Genovese, and a long ball towards Adeloy, and it's intercepted by the defenders, and Torquay here with an attack, and they shoot over the bar there. So not too dangerous looking. So not much at all happening here the first 25 minutes other than that highlight that we did have. So we have another highlight here in the 30-minute mark. Gray with the ball once again, passes to Paxman and into Stewart. And further up to Brunt, but it's dispossessed, and we save it, but we'll do some bad passes again. So it's Torquay with the ball here, but we clear it by Merch, and we're having a long ball up towards Brunt, but it's only down to their keeper. And we managed to snatch up the goal kick, but we lose the ball very quickly once again, unfortunately. And the ball here with Torquay making the ball through, and it's a goal here for Torquay, unfortunately making it the lead 0-1 for Bath City versus Torquay. So not the lead. The lead is for Torquay, and we are losing the game. So we'll keep our start shouting, show some passion here, and we'll move our mentality to positive. And we'll also maybe go with demand more with the shouts, but we'll see what happened. So we have a highlight here in the 35th minute. Gray once again with the ball, passes to Paxman, and it's wide here towards Markanday, but it's not reaching. But we have the ball back to Merch and to Hayden, and Markanday do get the ball here on the right hand side, and the cross is in towards Brunt, and it's a goal for Bath City here in the 35th minute, making that equalizer very shortly thereafter. They scored, which is good, so we'll move down to cautious here in mentality. A good finish there by Brunt, so very, very nice. And another highlight here in the 43rd minute, Brunt with a throw-in, and the pass back to Brunt to Paxman. And he plays it wide to Markanday here on the right hand side, and the cross comes in, and Adloy sets over the bar here, unfortunately. So that's the end of the first half. The scoreline 1-1 for Bath City versus Torquay. Shots 4-6, shots on target 3-4, and possession 59-41%. And we have struggled with the possession in opposition's half, and we have poor conversion. So an alright start of the game, but we could definitely do better, I think. Let's look at the ratings of our players here. So most players are right here, but not so much on Merch here. So we'll say that it's not good enough. Now we'll go on here and hope that they can do better here in the second half. A highlight here in the 52nd minute, and it seems like it will be a counter-attack for Torquay. Yes, it is 1-on-1 versus our keeper, but it's saved by the keeper there, so very good stuff. Let's see here what happens on the following corner. It's cleared 2 times by Bath City and a 3rd time out to a throw in there, so hopefully it's good. And here we have a goal kick from Barrett, our keeper, only to the defenders of Torquay, but it's a bad pass there. So Stewart with the ball, passes wide to Gray. Can he come in? No, unfortunately not, but it's once again a bad pass. So we have Markanday here on the right hand side, Stewart, and with a power shot just outside the goal, unfortunately there. So we passed the 60-minute mark here, so we'll do some changes or substitutions. So let's see here what we should do and will do. So I think we'll switch out Merch here, who's nervous and not having the greatest game. We'll also switch out, let's see here. don't know. I think actually we'll switch out Adloy here and give Oliver a chance here. We could of course do our here in the midfields, but they all have been playing pretty decently, and our midfielders here in the bench are not really that in good match sharpness, so I think we'll not switch them out. So extremely tight now, as you see there, and a highlight for Torquay here. Unfortunately, and they hit the bar, but it's actually a free kick there against them. But we have a highlight here in the 79th minute, and it's Torquay with the ball, and they shoot it well wide there. But as you see here, we have 4 teams on 38 points, 5 teams on 38 points, I believe. And a highlight here, and actually we are having a red card there on Torquay, so we'll go to very attacking here for the last few minutes. And we'll go with show some passion here if I have time, and I don't really, so that's unfortunate, and I guess this will be the highlight only for the final whistle. So unfortunately we don't manage, probably don't manage to win this 6-point game. And what is happening here? Will he be allowed to go on forever? This is just stupid or bugged or something, I don't know. And yeah, it's all over, and the final whistle were blown there. So the final score line 1-1 for Bath City versus Torquay. Shots 7-20. Ouch. Shots on target 4-8. Possession 58-42%. So overall, we did an alright game. I can't say that we didn't, so I'd say an alright game. We certainly have a few defenders not having the greatest of game, but other than that, I think we did quite alright here. Yeah, a win there would have been really, really great, or in any of these 2 last games, we really would have needed a couple of extra points, would really make a difference here. So as you see, we are now 3 teams on 38 points, and we have Torquay 1 point above us at 39, and Gateshead 1 point below us at 37 points, and yeah. So a very close relegation battle at the moment. So after this game we are now 19th in the league, but we are just 1 point clear of the relegation zone. So yeah, this is going to be a very close battle. And pretty decent attendance there in that game, with almost 1,200 coming to the game, which is nice. And yeah, that will be everything for this episode. So remember to smash that like button if you have enjoyed the content here, and also if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button as well, so you're sure not to miss out on any of the new content that we will bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!